Hi, I'm Grant Sullivan, and you're watching Elements in Focus. Joining me, as always, our Director of Financial Planning, Aaron Rheaume. Aaron, hi, my friend. That shirt looks awesome on you. Blue is your color, my brother. How are you?
I'm great, Grant. Thank you.
Awesome. Well, as you can tell with the fine pineapple haircut and the beautiful shirts that we have on, it is summer and it is warm. So we definitely want to talk about some of the warm topics that we're getting that are turning up the heat in some of our family conversations. Look at those sliding right into our conversation today, Aaron. And so, in Elements in Focus, for those of you who've watched us for so long, we appreciate your patience. We appreciate you kind of digesting our content, sharing it with your friends and family. And for those of you who've not watched Elements in Focus, what Aaron and I try to do, along with other team members that we have, is we take a look at our five critical elements. And so these are trademark planning processes that were developed by our managing partner to help us understand and digest some of the critical pieces of a financial plan that can tip your financial future in the wrong direction. Remember, success is never dependent on one thing, but failure can be. And so we spend time going through these topics. And the one that's really been getting a lot of weight today in your life after work specifically is this question. And Aaron, you're getting it as well as I am. The question is, can I retire? And especially with a bear market and a recession right in the midst of all of that, it's a tough question to answer. But Aaron, before we can get to answering that question, what are some of the things individuals and families need to be thinking about to help us help them get to where they need to go in their journey?
Yeah, Grant, that's a great question. And we are seeing that a lot in the meetings that we have. And I always say this, it's not a one size fits all answer. What we talk about is unique and it's individualistic to the people that are sitting across the table from us. And so, things to think about in your situation is what is my standard of living? So, what does it take for us to be able to maintain the standard of living that we're accustomed to? It's not a replacement of your income. So if you make $100,000 a year, the industry says you need to replace 70% of that. That's 70,000 a year. What if your bills are $4 or $5,000 a month? That's 48 to 60,000 a year that you need to replace your standard of living. So we really need to hone in on that standard of living. The other thing is inside of that standard of living is figuring out your budget. Are you going to be able to maintain that budget? Are there some things that need to be adjusted when you do decide to retire? And then income sources. So, what do you have from income sources that are going to help you maintain that standard of living? Do you have a pension? Are you going to get Social Security? Is there real estate income that's coming in? We have to holistically look at all of those things and make sure that you have enough to meet your standard of living, especially from an asset side. So if you don't have a large pension to help cover some of that standard of living, what did you do to save inside of your 401k, IRA, Roth IRAs to be able to help you create the income stream that you need to be able to meet that standard of living? And so to kind of bring it home, for a lot of folks, they can retire. It may not be as comfortable as what it was in 2021 when the market was high, but if we look at the long-term plan and not just the short-sightedness of today, we really want to focus people long-term and make sure they're on track, and a lot of them are.
Absolutely. So, if you get anything out of what Aaron said, just remember, don't let fear guide your decisions. A very good, well-built financial plan in your life after work will be able to navigate successfully all the turmoil in the markets, good and bad. Now, we all know that behavioral finance teaches us that human beings are far more predisposed to make decisions out of fear and pain, but that's why we have planners. That's why we have plans, is to ensure that we don't deviate out of emotional decisions from making the right move for our long-term future self. So, Aaron, well done. Thank you. If you're looking for more content and you're looking for more things to kind of digest, go to our website, yourlifeafterwork.com. Aaron, myself, and the rest of the team have written just a tremendous amount of content on some of these topics. There's radio shows, other elements in focus videos. Please go and take a look at those. You can also call if you're needing to have a conversation. It's time that a trigger transition. You're entering your life after work. You talk to our team. Please just reach out to our 800 number. Brittany will be on the line to set you up with one of our team members. And also, if you podcast like the rest of us, there are some of the podcast resources you can see. We're on Spotify, Apple, Amazon, and then obviously we are still on a lot of the radio shows across the state and nation: WIBC, Shine, WHBU, and WILO. So if you're tuning into the radio on some mornings throughout the week, our program Consider This will be airing on those shows. So thank you again for your time. We appreciate being with us. Give us a call if you have questions. We look forward to seeing you in the next one.